Testing 1, 2, 3.
We're live, Tom. We're live.
Oh, yeah.
Tra la 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 la. Yeah, we were playing it. Yeah. Up at the headland. He's got it on mute. Or whoever's watching is listening to us as well. Say hi. Hi to Ned and Rach and Kelsey, Hayden, Portia, Rod and Chris, Portia. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Gentlemen, if I could just ask our seated guests to stand to now welcome our bride and her party.
You. Come on, Lenny. Hey guys, thanks Isabel, thank you so much for a hug. Thanks Anika. Give me a hug, mate. Oh! Thank you guys.
She's a glass of desire. Every color of the rainbow.
Thanks, Caroline.
Tom. Thanks, mate. Good.
Gorgeous. Oh, we're not meant to do that. Look at this. Nice song you got him to play.
You noticed? Being at the front.
Am I going forward? You made it.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What a pleasure it is to be with you all today for this very special moment. Albeit a year later, but we got here. We celebrate a great love shared by Rebecca Lauren Hare and Thomas David Rooney, who invited us into this beautiful space. And on a personal note, I'm honoured to be standing before you today, Tom and Bec, for this very special moment and in the capacity of such privilege. It's great to see so many happy faces here today. For those I haven't yet had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Genevieve McGrath, authorised celebrant, duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. On behalf of Bec and Tom, I would like to thank you all so much for being here, with a notable shout out to guests who have travelled to be here for this very special occasion, particularly Bec's grandma Jan. And also joining us is a special welcome to Bec's sister Kelsey, and Ned and Rach who are joining us from the UK via Zoom, as well as Gonçalo and Ines, is that right, from Portugal via live stream. The presence of every one of you here is so greatly appreciated by Bec and Tom. Some of you have known the couple since forever, others more recently, but you're all valued by our couple equally. As well as being officially wed today, for our couple, it's a moment for them to say thank you for your love, support and friendship over the years, as well as celebrating the start of this new and exciting journey. To officially open up today's ceremony, I'd like to invite Tom's sister Alice to share some words.
What do you got there?
About 18 months ago, Tom and Bec asked me to do a reading today with the call out they just wanted me to pick and they didn't mind what it was. And I said, that's fine, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So this surprise we've been sitting on for 18 months and I'm going to be reading a poem, except I have forgotten my reading. Annika, can you bring it up for me, please? Show everyone what we're reading to. So today we will be reading a poem called Oh, the Places You Will Go by the great poet Dr. Seuss. Annika, do you want to stay up with me? Okay. Looks like Lenny might join us too. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You are on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guys that'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care, and about some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. Hi. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town, unless we're in lockdown. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently too, to people in brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Annika, you do this one.
Oh, the places you'll go.
You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. And be sure when you step with great care and tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. I think it's 100 here, but you ready? Kids, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Becca, or Bec, or Boo, or Rooney, or Mate, or some combo of the two. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Your mountain is waiting, so
Get on your way!
thanks.
Thanks, Annika. Thank you.
Surprise.
That was awesome. Thank you. That was awesome. Thanks, Annika. That was beautiful.
Many thanks, Alice, and her little sidekicks there. So, what did first meets look like 12 years ago? It was the days of Mona Pub on a Thursday night. We actually met on his driveway, recalls Bec, where Tom was hosting pre-drinks at his apartment before heading out. They would spend most of this first night chatting and getting to know each other. I'm afraid to say I didn't really spend any time with my friends who I'd planned to meet there that night, said Bec, and it wasn't too long into meeting each other that I found out that Tom was an engineer.
I responded very quickly with, "Oh, my dad's also an engineer. Well, actually, he's a water engineer." There was a sudden change on Tom's face, one of complete surprise. He responded with, "I am also a water engineer." There isn't a lot of water engineers around, so I understood the surprise pretty quickly after that. Tom's recollection of that night was more or less summed up in one sentence. She stole my shoes while I was wrestling mates Priv and Rusty in the bushes outside Mona Pub after closing time. But the small talk and shoe theft would be enough. Numbers were exchanged and a proper date arranged. Cook Terrace Beach would set the scene for this, where coincidentally, Bec's sister Lish and best friend Yvette just happened to be frequenting at the same time. I'll add here that Tom used the word spy when recounting this moment. And while fun at the time, Tom would spend the preceding days requesting daily lathers of aloe vera gel from housemate Hayden, as he was too shy to ask Bec for help with sunscreen application. It was the worst sunburn that I've ever received to this day, he said. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, but after a bad run of dates, Bec had vowed this time to not get too attached. "I thought it was just a summer fling, to be honest," she said. But then there was this one night, we were walking home from Mona Pub, our second home at the time, and Tom turned to me and said, "We just fit together." I really don't even remember the context behind the conversation, but I remember so clearly because the thought I had straight after was, "I don't think this is a fling anymore." And now here we are today. 11 and a half years together would see happy memories made while travelling, whether it be up and down the coast for a holiday, catching up with friends, crossing the world to hang out with Bec's sister in London, or to friends' weddings at a different corner of the globe, said Tom. I asked Tom and Bec to share with me what they love most about the other, what makes them different to others, and how they've changed their life.
What'd you say?
Today they'll hear the words said by the other.
The suspense.
Tom is the most loyal person you'll ever meet. If you ever need to talk, go out for a drink, or simply just a hug, Tom will always be there for you. He never leaves a friend behind, even if that friend hasn't exactly been a friend back. He'll go above and beyond to support you. Oops, man
Kelsey
down.
fell over. She's had too many drinks.
Too many drinks. He will go above and beyond to support you, and not just for a small amount of time, but for as long as it takes. He listens to my constant whinging about work. He knows me better than I know myself. Tom brings out the best version of me. When I'm ready to quit, Tom gives me the strength to persevere. He will list out all my strengths and prove that I can do it. I just love every single thing about him. It's hard to find enough words that sum up my love for him. When I am laughing, Tom instantly starts laughing at my laughter, and it becomes a belly-aching house of laughter together. We both support each other and learn from the other. Everything we do is as a team, and every decision we make is as a team. I asked Bec, how does Tom make life better? She said, because I can truly be myself around him. I can laugh with him, cry, I can tell him my deepest thoughts honestly and openly, and know that he either shares the same views or helps me to understand it from another perspective. I want to be married to Tom because I love him and I want the world to know it.
They know it.
I love Bec's smile, empathy, selflessness and kindness, her care for other people and her care for the world, said Tom. I love the way she pronounces schnitzel. Do you want to pronounce it now? No. I love that she values family and the unconditional love, care and comfort that comes with it as much as I do. I love that she is always up for an adventure. I love that she loves dogs as much as me. I love her eyes. She has changed my life by giving me a kindred soul to navigate through life's quirks and experiences with, to bounce ideas off, and to challenge me to help me come up with the solutions all the way forward. Whether it's the big life decisions like buying our first apartment or the small decisions like what episode of Friends to watch that night, we have become one unit over the last 12 years that makes decisions and plans for the future as one. But most of all, Bec's smile and laugh have magical qualities that instantly make the darkest day sunny and make life better on a daily basis. Bec and I knew from early on that we were going to be together forever, Tom said. As well as today being a kick-ass party with plenty of laughs and dancing, Today for Tom is their way to celebrate almost 12 years together with the family and friends who mean so much to them. And so now, Bec and Tom, before you're joined in marriage in my presence and the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Nick, this is your big moment. If you'd like to please bring forward the wedding rings.
Ta-da! I've got to get this one, don't I? It fits.
So tight.
Hey? Thanks, mate. You did good.
Did you want to do rock, paper, scissors again? Or you happy?
Nah, we're happy with that call. Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah. And just hold them up.
All right. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Thomas David Rooney, take you, Rebecca Lauren Hare, to be my wedded wife. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for eternity. I promise to always be honest, loyal and supportive. I promise to cherish you and to always love and respect you. These things I give to you today and all the days of our life. Shit.
Oh, it fits. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Rebecca Lauren Hare, take you, Thomas David Rooney, to be my lawful husband. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for eternity. I promise to always be loyal, honest and supportive. I promise to cherish you and to always love and respect you. These things I give to you today and all the days of our life.
Matching.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, for Bec and Tom, is a moment they take their first steps side by side down a path that has no end. It is also a moment they would like to reflect on how important you are all to them. They've asked you here because they consider you their people. This day is made complete due to your presence and with the promise of your ongoing love and support as they enter this beautiful new chapter. We thank you, Tom and Bec, for letting us be a part of this very special moment. May your days together bring you unwavering happiness and much laughter. And when it comes to tougher days, as at times it will, may the strength you've built as a team and the promises you've made to each other today pull you through these moments. And above all, may you always be friends, the best of friends, the kind of friends who are sincerely honest, share an unbreakable bond, and are beautifully loyal. And so now, in the presence of a unified group of both family and friends, it is my absolute pleasure, Tom and Bec, to pronounce you husband and wife.
Is that okay?
Yeah. We do okay?
Bridesmaids passed out from the kiss.
Hey?
She's passed out from the kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, our couple, along with their witnesses, will now sign the legal documents. So if you'd just like to relax where you are, we'll come back for the final presentation.
It's us.
Yep. Shall we move over to the
Yep.
dining table?
Are you happy to do it maybe here? I did this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
If
Yeah,
you're happy
yeah.
with the background.
Yep.
Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
We made it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
Celebrating too much soon.
Bullhorns couplings.
I picked it, didn't I?
You're signing. Alicia's signing as well.
How'd we do?
Yeah, you did well.
I don't know about what happened.
I was sitting there, and I feel like Tom was pulling me, and I'm like holding each other up.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell with that.
Just for the photos.
Am I over next to Bec?
Can I just fix your necklace? See the gravy? Shoot over the right.
Yep.
So Bec, if you'd like to sign here, Tom.
You ready?
Come this far, let's keep going, eh? Maybe wait for the official to...
I have no idea what it's like. Just my signature.
And my hand's shaking, so it's a bit of a wobbly signature. You want to... They were going to write up here, but I thought you should watch them.
So Tom, if you just want to hold the paper down while Bec signs, Bec, you'll be signing here and Tom to the right.
Am I signing the other side? Yeah.
Oh, look at that ring. So pretty.
And look at yours. One. Okay, so Bec, you'll be signing here.
Ma'am.
Tom to the right.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck that one up.
If you want one, like if you want to hold the certificate or anything, I'll
There.
And maybe you don't like it.
I like that, that's fun. I don't get that every time.
It's a blur, right?
I know. I don't actually remember even walking down the aisle.
Oh, the kids were down there, and then all of a sudden Sammy's there. I'm like, oh, Sammy's here. Shit, that means Bec's coming.
How was Lenny just like storming around?
Guess I wear a ring now.
With the wrong date.
Jill couldn't. It was too small, but she couldn't. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words.
How lucky. I think the heavens might open again, or it could just stay up. But so lucky.
At least it's not, not raining now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I really,
yeah.
I think it would still be nice inside, but I was really,
And I mean, it's going to be dark anyway, so it's not going to matter.
yeah, exactly.
A little bit of a sprinkle. Yeah.
Cooled us down.
And then sign.
Lucky we did 3 songs.
Yeah.
Day was here.
Yeah, because I think she's taking Isabel home, and then Yvette's here as well. Is Yvette here
Yeah,
for dinner?
I asked him. Ellie and Joe studying near each other.
What an important job Kelsey's got.
Yeah.
What a girl, huh?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird because when you look at her, she's looking straight at you.
It's so creepy.
All right. I'll just
Yeah, it is weird.
I like this wedding.
She's so picture perfect.
I managed to get through the vows easier than I thought I would.
I swapped a word around. Did you notice?
No.
I did notice that.
I went over it and then I was like, I gotta go back to that one.
You married?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I get a photo with you both now?
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, of course.
Where do you want us with the water in the back?
Yeah, do you want over there?
Over here?
Sure. So I literally need to give this to you both, and then if you want me to give it to one of your mums or whoever,
Hadn't
they
thought
can
about that.
run up to the room.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I stand in the middle so Bec's dress? Do you want to go over there so it's a better angle? Thanks.
Where's Leash? There she is.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Wonderful. We can go back to the middle of our guys and make it officially official.
Maybe my sister, because she'll probably take the kids upstairs, yeah. Very important document now. We're walking down the aisle to the champagne at the end. Champagne.
All right, team. We can.
Oh, you got your flowers again.
Why do you need to put the dress in the special?
So it looks good in the photos.
Many thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I know that everyone's eager to get the party started and spend time with our newlywed couple. And so I'd now like to effect this special moment by taking this opportunity to sincerely thank you, Bec and Tom, for the privilege of officially uniting you in marriage today. I'd like to close today's ceremony with a few words from Steve Maraboli. You are my beautiful always, a connection so deep that even an eternity doesn't seem long enough to spend with you. May the way I look at you, the way I speak with you, and the way I treat you reflect the truth that I have loved you since forever. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd now like to stand and join me in a round of applause for our newlywed couple, Mr. and Mrs. Rooney.
Let's do it. Thank you so much.